Boom. Hello. We are live. Y'all were expecting a TARDIS-y sound and, a countdown and all of that. But for all of you who have been sitting there in the comments section, I'm starting the show out differently. If you've been watching over on my channel, youtube.com/TheRatHole.ca, I've been doing daily live openings of this adventure calendar, Winter Wonderland. I missed yesterday. I'm going to pull this backwards so I can get it better in the camera. I missed yesterday, so I'm going to do it today here for you. I'm going to start with one right now before we even start the show, and then I'll do another one later. So with no further ado, where's day 5? There it is. We're going to do day number 5 of Adventure Calendar number 10, Winter Wonderland from Black Oak Workshop. Here is day number 5. So we're going to pop that open. And it is a D4 Starburst. So it's an icy blue Starburst. That symbol is the 4. It's whatever's on top. So that would be a 2. That would be a 1. But the D4s have the symbol. There's also a fox, similarly on day 1, that does that. So stay tuned. If you're watching this later on, tune in tomorrow for more of Adventure Calendar number 10. In the meantime, let's get going with the legend of the Traveling TARDIS. I just need to go back over here and push the correct button.
Do you hear me? I'm not afraid anymore.
Hello, I'm Nick Briggs, and you're listening to the legend of the Traveling TARDIS. I say Traveling Time Lord.
Do it again. Just do it again. Just for the go.
Okay.
Just for the sake. Go ahead. Go ahead, Nick.
Hello, I'm Nicholas Briggs, and this is the legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
Boom! So how was that for a countdown? Ho, 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 happy holidays, Whovians. Agreed. I am your ho-ho holiday host, Paparazzo Dave Chapman. And Thursday is Krampusnacht. So instead of my usual quad ball jersey, I'm wearing my good sweater, one of my favorites. And with my mic here, you just get the kid just kind of popping out from like behind my microphone, which is extra kind of creepy. And I like it. I like it a lot. Hey, Tom, shakalaka. We got Jim in here. We got Tom in here. Roger. I saw James, my painter, the paint slinger himself, James Smith. Welcome, James. Glad you're here. James is also a friend of one of the other people we have here. Because I'm not alone. We do, in fact, have Mr. David. How's it going?
Oh, I have a purry kitty, so I'm very happy right now.
And for those of you who can't quite see because we've got a white background, there is a pet alert blinking, but it's white on partially white. But pet alert! Hello,
Yeah.
Kitty. How are you? Are you ready to play some games? Yeah?
Yes.
Let's see who else we got to play games with. We've got a Gadget. Hello, Gadget.
Hi. What you up to?
There's the pet alert covering over the pet now.
It's too cute. And let everybody know her name.
Why I switched to the pet. That's why we made the pet alert not be a full image to stop doing that. And of course, that's when
we need to get her a little Santa suit or a little like elf suit. She's gonna be on all the episodes. I have a funny feeling.
It's possible.
Yep, they love games. They love to play. You know, they love
interfering.
Mischievous and everything.
Yep.
And they're worse than the Elf on the Shelf.
Yes.
I don't know. Wait, no. They might be equal. No, I don't know. They are worse.
Is less likely to knock everything off the shelf with an expletive.
Yeah, I think they're in cahoots.
Yeah, agreed. Speaking of cahoots, it's Christian.
Yay! Are we going to be playing that game? I went to one of my box stores. I think it was either Walmart or Target. There were some really weird games.
Yes.
There was an actual game called Canoodle the Spoon or something like that. I was just like, no.
You were fine before we went on the air, Christian, but you've gotten really muffled suddenly.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened?
That happens. Hang on one second. Actually, let me take myself out for just a minute.
Sure. Bye-bye.
So I want to know what game he found.
Hey, James.
Hey, James.
Kitty. Yeah.
I am happy you're bringing back board games because sometimes the computer games cannot be fun.
Well, I do this every year, and it's going to be a little different this year. Roger's psyched for the new trailer of Joy to the World. Yes, can't wait. I'm also very confused.
Wait, is it World or yeah? That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, because they've said since the beginning Joy to the World, but then on the poster it said Worlds.
Disney Plus too.
It said World.
You know what? I'm going to go check in here and let's see because I want to see what it is because nobody can ever tell us which is the correct one unless there's a reason. You know,
end up finding out.
Oh, sorry.
Lewis is getting kitties.
Yep.
In his cave. I'm not sure which. We're all in a cave, I think, with the possible exception of Gadget.
How's that now? How's this now?
Oh, that's much better.
Okay,
cool. Much better.
I need to buy a new cord because my cord is now shorting out. Where's my cat? He's
somewhere.
He's out of sleep. Yeah, we got rid of him, didn't we? Not literally, just the picture. We didn't get rid of the cat butt.
Yeah.
Shut it.
So, anyways, as I was saying, Gadget, we're doing things traditionally. What we do. This is how I came onto the show originally.
Okay.
Here's your history lesson for the day, all you new people. Way back when, I was up for a Spacey Award.
Oh, this is going to be a long episode.
As was Christian. As was Hanging With, I might add.
Thanks, Jim.
Christian won. I did not win. I came in third to those two. But Christian said, hey, why don't you come onto the show and talk about Doctor Who games? So I'm like, sure, let's do it closer to the Christmas time. That'll give me a chance to make sure I've got some, all that. So we did. And I came on, and we'll skip a couple months in between because I came on before that. But I came on and I talked about some cool Doctor Who board games. And then the next year I came back and did it again. And again. So I've been doing it and trying to focus on the games that have come out that year primarily. But this year's been a really, really, really low year for Doctor Who games. There's been, I think, 2 books, like two of the role-playing game books that have come out actually this year. There's some that were technically out last year that sort of ended up being released and delivered at the beginning of the year, like the Doctors and Daleks set. But the 13th Doctor is one of the only ones, and A Stitch in Time, I think, is the other one that came out. And I don't have physical copies of those to show you. We also had the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who's TARDIS Yahtzee, which I've shown off a couple of times on the show. It's Yahtzee. It is very cool. Don't get me wrong. But because there's so few of them, I wanted to do something different for this holiday season. And as you can see behind me, I might have a couple of holiday games. Just a few. So I thought I would come through and show some of those off this year. And because we do this at this time of year specifically, because it is, one, holiday shopping and games are always good. And two, it's a time for families to get together, and even the non-gaming families will sometimes pull up some kind of game. That might be Monopoly. That might be Uno. That might be Skip-Bo. Might be Hearts or Bridge. Remoli. Pick it. Traditional card games, maybe some dice games like Yahtzee. Not gamer games. And that's not in a way to disparage either set of any of that. There's also what's called gateway games, which are simpler games like Settlers of Catan that have brought people from the mass market games to more of the gamery games. I'm not even going to necessarily talk about those. I'm going to talk about the holiday games, because that's an extra way to bring people to the table. Oh, hey, we're doing Christmas dinner. Let's have a Christmas game. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. We're just waiting for people to get drunk off the eggnog so they're throwing the game. There we go. There we go.
Totally non-alcoholic, but it is my holiday glass from Huli Huli, the tiki bar that I came to you live from back in June. So, cheers. But I've got a whole bunch of different options for everybody, for some gamers, for the not so much gamers. So why don't you guys tell me, what do you want to people in my panel? What do you want to learn about? Do you want to learn about a card game? Do you want to learn about a dice game, a role playing game? What would you like me to pull out of the Christmas bag?
Your favorite. Seriously.
Nobody's ever been able to teach me Magic or those type of card games.
Now, I've seen there's a company that does basically Magic reskins. These are the actual Magic the Gathering cards, but with completely different names and themes. And they'll do and they have a couple of holiday sets. I don't remember what this company is called. I came across their ad and then immediately lost it. Hey, that's a good one. I do not have a copy of that, and I'm really annoyed that I don't have a copy of that. But Dice Throne is a great 2-player game. It's like Battle Yahtzee.
Okay, well, we're on a Yahtzee theme, huh?
Yeah. That's just the easiest way. It is you roll dice, you see what you've got, and you take actions based on that. There's a bunch of different characters, some original. There's a Marvel version. But there was a holiday set of Santa versus Krampus, which is extra kind of cool. That's a whole nother. Christmas expansions are a whole nother thing. Like, I've got promo cards for Kamigami, which is
we know, James, you own everything.
I wish I did. Yeah, we got.
I'm the anime. He's the gamer.
I mean, and this is kind of halfway in between.
That looks cool.
That
looks like a waifu. That's a waifu. We would call that a waifu.
I can live with that Krampus.
Yeah, that's an anime waifu. That's one of those that ends up on a pillow.
Exactly.
Yeah, my Todoroki's around here somewhere.
Oh, so many options. I think
you have a lot.
I do. I'm gonna go.
What's your favorite, dude? You gotta have a favorite out of the bunch.
He doesn't want to mess up on anybody because they're all his favorites,
actually,
right?
No. I'm gonna pull 2 over here, actually.
Okay.
Oh, I think I recognize one of them.
For a reason. I'm knocking something else down. Oh, yes.
That's the other one that wants to come visit.
Christmas trivia game wanted to come visit. I can also do that if you guys want to have some Christmas trivia. Actually,
that's not a bad idea.
That's actually involved. Oh yeah.
So this is Christmas trivia. This is the second edition of it. I am actually more partial to the first edition, which has more cards, which you can't quite see, but there's also Oh What Fun, which has trivia and some other cool activities.
I never would have guessed they had those. I usually see them for like TV shows and everything, but not for the holidays.
Yeah. Outset Media has a ton of them for. Outset Media is actually based out of Victoria, on Vancouver Island. So that's kind of an extra cool thing. But yes, so we'll do one of these, and I'll give everybody a chance to answer in the audience, and we'll see who gets it.
Let's use on live. Okay, got them on.
I'm going to let David pick a category: Christmas carols, holiday traditions, Christmas entertainment, or North Pole, which is kind of a collect all.
Holiday traditions.
Holiday traditions.
You would, crying out loud. Just make it harder for the team here.
Let's see.
There we go.
Approximately how many candy canes are made every Christmas season? 176 million or 176 billion? Sorry, or 1.6 billion.
Wait. Say the numbers again.
176 million or 1.76 billion?
Billion.
I'm going to go with the million.
I'm going to go with the million. But is that worldwide or is that just here? And
It does not specifically say. It just says how many are made, and it is 1.6 billion.
Wow. I did not expect it to be the larger number.
That is a lot.
I was thinking worldwide and what flavors they come in.
True that.
So I'm going to give it a harder one, and this will be North Pole.
Lewis Black,
and we'll come up. We'll give the audience a better chance to answer this one. In the category of North Pole, what Belgian city has received a Christmas tree from Helsinki every year since 1954?
Belgian city.
Yep. So we'll come back and get that answer shortly. So you can think
You're not
that
even going to give us multiple choice.
There's no multiple choice?
Damn
yes. All the cities in Belgium.
Oh.
Belgium is not that
I
big.
know they make chocolate. That's all I know. Remember education of the Americas?
Yes,
which is why I'm very happy that card
means
came
everybody in the audience Google it and get us the answer, damn it.
No Googling.
Yes.
So, yes, the category is North Pole. It is the catch-all category, Tom. So, here I have 3 different games. One that is not Christmas themed, and 2 that are.
Uh-huh.
This is Pairs. And I took the actual rule book out for somewhere, but the deluxe version of Pairs has a massively thick rule book, thicker than this one, with dozens of games. You can also find dozens of artwork themes of Pairs. It is a triangularly built card deck. So there's 10 10s, 9 9s, 8 8s, and so on, down to 1 1.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad.
So then we've got 12 days from
deal.
Calliope Games.
Take off, you hoser.
Pairs is
It figures somebody found out the answer.
Oh, we've got a couple of guesses. We'll see if
Yeah,
anyone else has some guesses while we go. Hey, Carly's here. Hey, Carly. So I just want to toss this up here real quick. Carly Kendall there is saying hello, but Carly also took that photo. so she's absolutely wonderful. So thank you, Carly. Yeah, you done good. But 12 days is also a triangularly built deck. So Pairs is from Cheap Ass Games, sometimes labeled as Hip Pocket Games, James Ernest Games. I don't think it was ever released a deck when Greater Than Games had them. And you can actually print out, order from Drive-Thru Cards, a bunch of more artwork sets. But there's tons of these. But 12 Days is the same game, or the same deck, but instead of being up to 10, it's up to 12 for the obvious reasons. And the artwork is, in fact, take a guess, wait for it, shock, the 12 Days of Christmas. So yes, and a partridge in a pear tree. And there's some candy, so there's some point. And again, you can play a bunch of different games with this, but here's a zero. There's a special 0 cards that are Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
I just remember there was
piping.
There was one
piping?
show.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it went to the vape.
Oh, okay. This is crazy. You got a British piper.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys ever saw that. there's a video online where somebody, it was like at a concert, and they actually brought in all 12 days of Christmas, all of them.
Oh no!
So they got the maids milking, the geeses, everything. I was like, God.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yes.
So again, it's a set collection or trick taking game. Anything you can play with pairs, you can actually play with 12 days. With you, some of them you'd want to take the 11s and 12s out. Echo Chernik's art is gorgeous with the stained glass theme, and this comes from Calliope Games. And why this is kind of at the top of my mind is because, unfortunately, this game has been delayed. It was supposed to be out for Christmas. It probably will get here, especially now that there's a bunch of postal strikes going on and dock strikes and all sorts of stuff. This will probably come out early in the new year. Bah Humbug and the 12 Days of Christmas. Sorry, the 12 Games of Christmas. It's a perfect game for David.
He looks like Mr. Toad.
Yes. Yes, he does. That is the art style of these cards. Now, these are also a triangularly built deck with a few extras in there.
At the end of this ride, he ends up in hell.
This one here is this one here is actually a prototype deck, so there's some incomplete stuff to it. But here's some of the cards. Again, it's that old Victorian kind of a thing. So there's your 3 French hens. There's your Lords of Leaping.
Okay.
With their candy.
5 golden rings.
It only performs that way if you're doing the copywritten version, I might add. When you hold it out, I've actually never heard the non-copywritten version, but that one is still under copyright somehow.
Yeah. Well,
I keep hearing all the parody ones.
Yeah. Hoser, eh?
But some say it's also part of Yule. That's what the 12 days, technically 14, because of the Yuletide celebration where the solstice to the welcoming the sun back. So it's the days of celebrating at that time.
There's so many of those Western, like so many traditions that are Christmas and of the holiday season that are conflated and mixed and taken over and whatnot. Yes, it's a ladybug dancing for the ladies dancing.
That's what I'm looking like. And then you got Santanella, the Roman holiday, Santanella or something like that, or Saturnella. Yeah.
Saturnalia, technically.
Yes, Lewis. Whoever came up with that song had to be shroom in it. That's all.
Yeah, it's probably true. So the nice thing with
don't listen to the anime ones. They have 12 waifus of Christmas. They have 12 animes of Christmas. There's so I've been finding so many ones with even the Animaniac one. Don't even listen to that one. It's funny and everything. It's like that song is good for every type of genre.
And a beer in a tree.
Isn't there one for the TARDIS? Wait, isn't there a version for the TARDIS?
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Not several.
So 12 days of what is it, hummus or whatever?
The neat thing about Bah Humbug, so it has more than just the deck. So here's some holly berries and coal, clock faces. I'm missing one, but this is a set of games that is designed to be a living game. So at the end of the year, they came out with new games. And every year, that is the plan, is come out with have a public competition to write new games that use the same cards, the same components that are in this box. And they will officially release it as here's your new game for the year. At one point, and I don't know if this will or will not still be the case given all of the other things, they were looking at maybe like doing Christmas cards or postcards or something of that. I don't know if that is or is not going to happen, but it's a neat thing. And so some of these games are multiplayer. Some of these games are solo. I have certainly played. I played a couple of the solo games last year on my channel, so you can actually see some of those happening. I'm very disappointed that the full version of this has been delayed. That is the downside to being a essentially one-person company. But Emily's done an amazing job with this game. And there are game designers from all over the world in this original set already. And it's just going to keep getting bigger and better as time goes on. This is from Small Furry Games. This is their first game. It is a fabulous game. Like I said, you can do all sorts of fun and new and exciting things with this. Which makes it great for Christmas because you're never going to run out of stuff. Some games you'll play it once, you put it away, whatever. But this you will get to play over and over and over, and it might never be the same game twice. So let's see. What is that? Oops. So what were some of the answers that came up from the question? The question again, what Belgian city has received a Christmas tree from Helsinki every year since 1954?
Well, I think they all cheated off their own tests.
Gee, I can't imagine why.
Tasty Cakes, better known as the Rebanamegon. Oh God, what show does he do? Spill the Geek Tea. Make sure. Wow, sorry. So sorry, Tom. So Spill the Geek Tea brings up Brussels. Carrie says Brussels.
Mm-hmm.
And she says you're awesome. I'll delete that later. So we have a few Brussels.
Yes, and if I'm curious if they were just guessing because there's not that many big cities that people know. But yes, it is in fact Brussels.
Yes,
where I will be going in July for the Quad Ball World Cup. So
let me jump in here because Lewis is asking. It wasn't a movie. It was a concert. Lewis, they brought in the Lords leaping, everything right around the stage. They brought in the maids milking. They literally brought in the cows too. I was like, jeez. Holy, it was incredible. So please continue, Dave. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm just taking a quick look. No, I like all of these questions. So, Christian, yes. Christmas carols, holiday traditions, Christmas entertainment, or North Pole?
Christmas entertainment.
Christmas entertainment.
Christmas entertainment. Yes.
So, and again, we'll give everybody else the chance to do that. We'll go to a quick commercial break and get the answer at the end. So you got a few minutes to get your answers in, audience. In the category of what do you say? Christmas entertainment.
Christmas entertainment.
What was Julie Andrews' big 1988 Christmas TV special quite logically called? We will see who knows the answer to that after these messages. Stay tuned.
Oh, okay. Is that what we're doing?
Do all of the things if Christian ever gets around to it.
Get to the segue. Here we go, folks.
I'm author Mark Muncy.
And I'm author Erica Lance.
And this is Eerie Travels.
Greetings, travelers. Join us as we travel through folklore, myths, monsters, legends, and dark history.
Now, we'll be your guide to the spooky side of reality as we discuss cryptids, paranormal, and all things preternatural.
Sometimes we find the truth is way scarier than fiction.
We're on twice a week on your favorite podcast platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and YouTube.
We have amazing guests from all of the areas of the strange and unusual, including witnesses, investigators, and more.
Yeah, with Erica's curiosity and ridiculous array of pop culture and true crime knowledge.
And Mark's decades of experience diving into folklore and the legends with the truth that's behind them.
Yeah, so join us, travelers, as we take you to the edge of reality, and we'll see you on the other side.
We are a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We go from house to house every Friday night and we create music, we create food, a good time, we stream it live and we do it for free. So now we're just really kind of like trying to develop it and build a community group that people believe in, then they'll help us. So we played from our rehearsal room, we played from the bathroom, thankfully that didn't catch on.
I probably played guitar in my room, not for anyone, in front of anyone, nobody heard, for probably about 10 years.
And then one Friday night we played from the kitchen. It's the main place people want to be. It's where the food is, it's where the drink is, it's where the best lighting is. You can go to any party and I guarantee you the kitchen is going to be popping.
Our ultimate goal, I think, would be to crash kitchens every Friday all around the world.
Are you a movie nerd? Do you collect VHS, DVDs, CDs, records, and so much more? Are you looking for clothing from 1940s to 2000s? Do you need cosplay or themed outfits? Come to Ducky's Vintage. We have it all for all budgets, located at the Oviedo Mall right off of the 417. Ducky's Vintage for those born in the wrong decade.
Hello, I'm Sadie Miller, and this is The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
And welcome back, fellow Whovians, to The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. You saw the commercial for Ducky's Vintage, and if you get a chance, free admission over to the Fellowship of Fandoms, which will be taking place in November. Wow, I'm really off. December. Oh, where'd it go? I just had
in December.
No, I need the date. I had my script and everything. Sorry, Lewis. I'm so sorry. It's going to be taking place December 21st, that Saturday, from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fellowship of the Fandoms, a Christmas fandom convention, which also includes Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and of course Doctor Who. And we're going to have tons of people, tons of Whovians coming out. So make sure that it's the Oviedo Mall in presented by Lunatics, Saturday, December 21st at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Again, the admission's free, and just come and geek out. But we're going to have a Christmas, for a Christmas-themed Doctor Who, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings. Please come out and check it out here. And also, speaking of checking out, don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, our Facebook page. The 25 Days of Hummus is on right now, and here's a distinguishingly fine gentleman, better known as, if you ever go to Epcot, Voices of Liberty, got a TARDIS shot with this gentleman right here, and I like him. I like him out. And forgive me, I was trying to get the birthdays on, but I only managed to extract one. Deep Roy, celebrated his birthday December 1st. I was trying to find Karen Gillan and her picture, but I could not get it up in a timely fashion. So happy birthday, Deep. You know him better as Mr. Sin from the episode The Talons of Wing Jiang. So there you go. That's the announcement so far. Are you doing this one at the end, or did you want to talk about this now?
I can talk about that now. So okay. I was live last week from Zainab's Coffee House. If you are in Central Alberta, they are continuing to do a fundraiser till the end of the year, where you can buy 100 samosas, and all of the profits are going towards United Way Central Alberta. Even if you're not in Central Alberta, United Way is an international charity, so you can always donate directly to them. There's tons of Christmas charities that are out there. We've got numbers up that we've for if you need help, if you are not having a good holiday season, you're not having a good really whatever at any time, you can always give these numbers a call. Looking for it. Where is that particular banner with the phone number? There it is. So yeah, so in Canada and the US, 988. In the UK, 116-123. And you'll be able to talk to someone. There are also organizations that are more specific to your potential needs, but those numbers are a great way to start, and they will get you in touch with whoever needs you to. But if you have the ability to help this season, please do. My James, who's in the audience, my paint slinger, they just took a whole bunch of toys down to the depot for Santa's Anonymous in Edmonton with IKV Swift Hawk from CAG, from the Klingon Assault Group, Northern Storm. So yeah, just be kind out there. It's a hard season. You don't know what other people are going through.
Gotcha. And last but not least, the dates for Phantasmagoria, starting their run. Definitely want to catch them. We just did a special episode for their holiday season just recently. You can check it out. You can just Traveling TARDIS Phantasmagoria. You can see all the episodes they've ever done for us. But Ocala on December the 8th, Leesburg on the 13th and 14th, Sanford the 19th. I might get lucky. I think this is over at the Dr. Phillips Center in Orlando at the 20th and 21st, and DeLand wrapping it up for the 22nd. And let me go ahead and I'm going to take the banner off. So I'm hoping that you can see. There you go. Phantasmagoria Orlando. You can go to their Facebook page that has the information as well. But if you want to get tickets and such, phantasmagoriaorlando.com. Please check them out and tell them Legend the Traveling TARDIS sent you.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! So we did a Christmas game, a card game. I was going to do a dice game next. I'm going to do something else first.
Okay.
But also, I have to get the answer. So what did we have some answers in the audience? We have some answers from y'all.
See, I'm hoping it's something ridiculously stupid, like a Julie Andrews Christmas.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Dave. It's going to be something stupid.
Wait,
a Disney's Christmas or something.
She was in The Sound of Music, so what if it was tied to that, or one of Mary Poppins things, something like that, you know?
Well, Roger says the hills are alive with the Tom. I think it was The Sound of Christmas, and Jim is correct. It was in fact The Sound of Christmas.
Oh,
ta-da!
How old was I in '88?
His birthday. Just in case we don't get a hold of you, Jim, happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Jim. So at the top of my screen here, you can kind of see I've got some random gift boxes. Those are not just random. They have stuff in them because some stuff is just easier.
Oh.
War in Christmas Village.
Is that a New York? New York. That's New York. Rusty.
So, since James came aboard, every year we have done something from War in Christmas Village, from Jackalope Enterprises. So this is the first set of minis, some of James's work. And as it is basically Krampusnacht, we'll pull out Krampus here.
You love Krampus.
I do. We actually did a non-War in Christmas Village version of Krampus as well, which I think is probably in my bag, and I thought was in this box.
Wow. Even the kid, oh my god.
Yeah. Here's
that's
Santa.
Detail.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yes, Santa has an axe.
Not like the Santa from Futurama.
No. Not Robot Santa.
Silent Night.
Currently, we have started doing. Currently, he's doing a Cowboy Riding a Jackalope, which was these guys' actual first release before all of the Christmas stuff. And here's a couple of. We got a set that is a bunch of gingerbread men.
That's the new Doctor Who enemy, the angry gingerbread.
Now that would actually make sense with the new Who.
Yep. Some more there. We got. He's not an Ent, I promise you. So some mimic gifts in there. Some elves.
That was like the Green Man. Huh.
This particular set is called "She Ain't Having It" with Mrs. Claus.
Who pissed her off? Santa left his dirty
zombies.
boots inside, didn't he?
It's a bunch of zombies. It's a zombie horse and zombie people and Mrs. Claus whooping
They're
their butt.
missing their cell phones.
This is a Tim Burton movie waiting to happen.
It is.
And James painted all of those himself on the show. We also played a game because they do have some rules out for this as a miniatures game. So we actually played that, and that is also on my channel somewhere. But there's also, if you want to play the game or you want to play any role-playing game and just want some Christmassy goodness, these are great options. But they also do
That's
have
part of role playing, not like D&D.
It could be D&D. You could totally use them in D&D. You can also get paper versions of them where you just put them, fold them and put them up like that. So there's versions of that. If you want someone bigger, here's your giant your giants. They're also selling SDL3 print files. All sorts of cool stuff that you can do with this. And they also came out with an actual specifically.
Oh God, could that be that's a cartoon waiting to happen?
This is their most recent release for those who are into role-playing games. That's How the Cookie Crumbles, a holiday one-shot for 5th edition. It's got some cool maps.
Mrs. Claus, she's tired, she's pissed, and Paramount's got her.
Right? Percha. You got all of these different cool stuff. I'm going to scroll kind of fast so people don't read too much of the stuff. There's your gingerbread gang.
Mm-hmm. See, so, that looks cool. The tree looks really cool there.
Yeah. Like there's some very cool stuff in here. It's 22 pages. Available through, I think, Drive-Thru RPG or through, I think it's Warren Christmas Village. Really, you can look them up on Instagram, Facebook, Etsy, eBay. A lot of their stuff goes through eBay because it's convenient. Yeah.
Good parenting, Lewis.
And that is How the Cookie Crumbles. So that's one role.
Gingerbread would be a good way to get kids to go to bed early on Christmas.
Maybe he has certainly gone around to like random Christmas places and like put them in the Christmas displays.
Oh no.
Yes. which is the intention. Like it's scaled so that you want to go to the dollar store or whatever, get your Christmas villages and use that for your terrain. It's great. But you also this is a 5th edition game based on the Christmas Carol from Verge Games. And I played this through a few years ago, so the review on this is available on TheRatHole.ca. Technically, TheRatHole.ca/Christmas has almost all of our Christmas stuff. We are going through some redesigns, and hopefully it will be fairly soon that it will be correct. If you want something cozier, though, there is Cozy Companion. Now, of course, I showed this off on our foodie episode. And a little bit. This one had, because they always have some cool recipes. Amber Drops is this one. This is last year's holiday issue of Cozy Companion. But Snowbright Studios' new Home for the Holidays issue should come out in a couple of weeks. And on our foodie episode, that's where the Timber Chappers recipe that I made on that episode came from. Is the upcoming issue of Cozy Companion. But this has some cool stuff. They've got interviews with other games, other gaming companies. They've got, here's some Krampus and Midwinter Elves for stats for the game Ink, which takes basically you're playing the characters that you already died in other games. They got a game called Time Tales. It's very educational. So they've actually got a thing on Athens. Some cool plant stuff. There's actually a solo follow your own path game that I might actually play online at some point. I love Snowbright, all things Snowbright. They come out twice a year, every 2 months. They're finishing their second year. So subscriptions to this are great. Great for families, great for teachers, great for gamers. So These guys absolutely fabulous. I can't say enough about them. But of course, you can't do a lot of these role-playing games and Warhammer games and whatnot without dice, right? Christmas tree.
Don't.
Christmas tree
I know where you're going with that. You're summoning Krampus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's summoning Krampus.
He's not.
He misspelled it with a K.
It's a Christmas tree from Him Go Dice.
Seriously.
Yes.
Wait, how many? Wait, is that what is that? How many?
Oh, that is a
all
cool
of them.
concept. I like that.
All of them. So if you look at it straight down, you can get there's an arrow there. So that's where the appropriate spin lands. That's where you would mark it from. So you got a D4. You got D6.
Okay.
D8. 2 D10s.
Why would they put 2 D10s?
Percentile. So
okay.
This is your 10s and this is your 1s.
Okay.
12 and a 20.
David, am I the only one that's thinking this thing's going to hack up Communicadori?
You don't have to have fancy ones like this. There are, some cool metal dice. I got an entire, literally a bag of just various Christmas themed.
I can't back up to you. Those are cool.
Yeah, these are candy cane themed dice.
Oh, that is cool.
And you can eat the dice afterwards.
Yeah, but we're gonna do.
Has anybody ever made the edible dice?
I've certainly seen molds for them.
Because that would be cool on one of your shows.
Exist. It's a little bit harder to sell those on small scale, except on a small scale. It's a little harder to do that on a larger scale.
That would be cool. Play the game and then enjoy the candy after.
Yeah.
Can roll for culinary. You roll a 1 and tastes like candy corn.
Mark Robinson asks, where's the D100? I mean, there's no actual D100. That would be the 2 D10s. But not all of the dice things are weird, as my mother would say. My mom does not play many games with me. She thinks what I do is weird.
Doesn't any geeky parent have a geeky child or anything?
Not all of them. Not all of them. We're trying to get that this is not your grandmother's game kind of needs to go away as a term in our world, because there are I pointed those earlier today. There are grandparents who were not yet born when Doctor Who went on to hiatus in the 80s. So yeah, there's a way to now y'all feel old. So this is the 12 Dice of Christmas from Steve Jackson Games. Simple game. Here's your rule set. That's small. You roll all of these dice, and again, they're a little bit bigger, they're a little bit pearly, but they're generally just basic dice. On your turn, you will take a die.
Mark used my
and
whole
you will
name.
Decide. Leave the candy corn alone. You will decide do I want to score this die, in which case I would take that 3 and off of my score pad, or do I want to hold on to this? I'll hold on to it. The people would go around picking their dice, and I would pick another one. So now, if I wanted to score, I could score a 3, a 6, or a 9, and add them up. And of course, obviously, for these larger numbers, you need to add the
2 6s
pips up. So it's a very simple game on its face, but I mean, do you hate draft? I don't need this 6, but I know you do. Haha, you can't have the 6. At the end of the round, once everybody has drafted all of their dice, if you haven't scored, anything left doesn't score. How fast and easy is that? Super simple. Anyone can play that. If you really like dice games, also from Steve Jackson Game, is the Random Fun Generator. This comes in a box. Mainly because
that's unusual. You sold me already. Comes in a box.
because it has dice with it, but the main thing is this book with all sorts of dice games of various player counts and complexity. So if you like your dice games, there's another. This is a not holiday game. Really, just write the numbers out. This doesn't have to be a holiday game if you really like it. This could be the 12 dice of Halloween. the 12 Doctors of the Apocalypse, whatever you want to call it.
Doesn't have the same ring.
No, it really doesn't.
Oh, I totally forgot about Karen Gillen's birthday. It was November 28th. So Karen, happy birthday, and I'm hoping her baby turns out quite well.
You did mention it,
but she has a planet.
Yeah, when you score your dice, you just put them in this nice little bag. But it's nice, it's compact. You can throw it in your bag. Very simple, very easy. And that is the 12 Dice of Christmas. That review will be coming up soon. Steve Jackson Games, of course, also puts out Munchkin. Now, I've talked about Munchkin before. I'm just going to shuffle all this out of the way. So here is the Munchkin gift pack.
Nice.
This is, and I did it. I opened this and those on the show. We did a box opening when this arrived, and this is 3 not Christmas Munchkin games that are pre-wrapped and ready to give out. So you buy this, and there's 3 people already done. Just pop it open, and you've got some gift tags that they do have a similar. They may still have a similar non-Munchkin version of this as well. They were nearly sold out, so I'm hesitant to say do it. But yeah, if you check out Steve Jackson Games, you might find some cool stuff. But this is a disappointment to me, just as a general rule, because he says, pulling back this other thing. Here's another box. For years, I said if I haven't picked up a Munchkin Christmas something, it just isn't Christmas. So in this case, it was a score tracker. So here's some character chits for you, and you would open this up, and you get to track your levels. The goal of Munchkin is to get up to level 10, or Epic Munchkin to level 20. And that's an extra thing. You don't really need that, but that is the Munchkin Yule log. The main thing of Munchkin, though, is the cards themselves. And conveniently, wow, it really blows that out. Cards fit really nicely in these little tiny boxes. Although I have gotten to a point where I'm almost out of space for some of these. So these are some of the cards you can play, some of the monsters you might encounter if you were playing Munchkin. You've got
Santa? It's a monster. Really?
Oh, Santa.
You never know where he's
been. The Night Before Christmas.
Oh, the puns just keep coming.
Jacob Marley. The Great Cthulhu.
Somebody make a stuffed animal of that.
He screws with your head, then gives you a package.
This was from a set that was not technically the Christmas one, but One Night in Bangkok.
Oh, now you can't get that song out of my head. Thanks.
Yeah. Or plus, Weeknight, Silent Night.
That reindeer looks too happy.
Yeah, right. There's a regifting card. It's a curse. A level 2 kissing auntie. Orc.
The worst.
Christmas ham. Cursed. There's no parking place. This is the Black Friday set. There's a tin soldier, a mouse who is stirring.
Remmy's cousin.
Along with The Night Before Christmas.
Yeah, we call that Ratatouille.
Pack rat. holiday cheat, bargain hunter. So these are some of the and then there's like naughty curses. So these are some of the things
Wait,
you might
let me
do.
see that naughty card again.
These are some of the things you would
Don't
get.
flash that
on a
with
door.
naughty and not keep it up there.
I think you get enough time so we don't get demonetized.
Too late.
Too late. There we go.
That happened
There we
like
go.
10
We'll
minutes
put that
ago
on top.
somewhere.
And then there's treasures.
All right.
So we got some milk and cookies, holiday special blend of coffee, holiday special 50% off.
Oh, Jessica would love that one.
Yep. Heavy winter coat, silver bells, a hunting cap, skip ahead a bit, an icicle. This gives you a 3+3 bonus, an instant wall. Welcome to Canada.
Or Albany, New York.
Make bigger. Make
Yes,
bigger.
Santa hat, a gag gift, 5 gold rings.
Yeah.
And it's not enough for her.
Mistletoe, a pile of wrapping paper. So these are some of the treasures, lumps of coal.
Dollar store.
Yeah. So there's all sorts of stuff. Christmas spirit.
Are we going Animaniacs with this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Say
what is
reindeer
this one?
games. Oh, this is much farther. This leaves Animaniacs in the dust, let me tell you. Stuck in a chimney, wishing ring, buckler of swashing, Jingle Bell Rock.
Oh, dear.
Use all your Christmas lights.
That's a new Star Wars.
Oh, Chevy Chase.
Yep. Go up a level. Christmas stocking, scarf.
Gee, I wonder
Suitable.
where they got the idea for that.
Can't imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Duck the halls.
That's Capaldi.
Yeah.
That's Capaldi duck. Angry
Wine at
Birds.
the GM. You don't want to wine at the GM. A snow cap. Unnecessary roughness.
Wait,
bribe
is
the
that a
GM
pet?
with food.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Spike the eggnog. So yeah, this is
Toad.
the ridiculousness that is Munchkin. There are people who can't stand this game, as it is slightly ridiculous, and there's some people who absolutely love it, and there are lots
Is it
of other.
because some people might think it's illogical?
You can cheat. You can stab your friend in the back, and should.
Oh.
As it is, that
Righty
is a very
there.
Munchkin
Okay.
thing to do. You can get speaking of dice, there's
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
I saw a video of that actually happening today.
What?
Of grandma getting run over by a reindeer.
Wait, what?
Only in Canada.
There was like a race that started, and then a bunch of deer ran through the thing, and ran over her grandma.
She had it coming.
She had, what, she had reindeer nip? She had reindeer nip with her?
Yep. So yeah, you can get some dice. So there's all sorts of extra Christmassy things you can get.
The dice look cool. That's the fun part.
Yeah, they really are. Everything is fun from these guys. I've also got in my background here a different sort of a player mat. Let's see if I can zoom in on
I like things with dark humor. If anything has dark humor, I like it. Because think about it, you got to think of all the cool stuff that happens when you think outside the box with the dark humor.
Yes. So you got some Christmas goblins. This is artwork from Pathfinder, the role-playing game. But there is a Munchkin version of Pathfinder. And so this is only partially up here. So you've got your level tracking up here, and then your character, all the cards you would play are on this side of the thing. But I wanted to show off that art. This is called Presents Unaccounted For. And there are a couple of different ones for that. But I kid you not, Munchkin is... I love Munchkin. I absolutely... I always have. I think I always will. I'm sad that there's not more Christmas Munchkin coming. They did do Christmas Lights, which was a downsized version of Munchkin. They came in just like a tuck box. They did a Christmas Tales. That's where some of those animals came from. There's all sorts of fun stuff. What?
I really wish they made a Christmas Doctor Who one.
There has to be somebody has had to make something that's very like that. A card game with a twist with everything. There's got to be one out there because it can't just
I
be the
haven't
yacht.
found one yet. I haven't even found like a unofficial print and play one yet of that. There is a show that I will always hype up, a podcast called Party of One, and they do a Christmas game every year. And one of their earliest seasons, they actually did the Doctor Who role-playing game versus Krampus. But he didn't bother writing it down. It just kind of flowed through, and this was several years ago. Some amazing print and play games that are out there. You go to Drive Through RPG or really just itch.io. So many Christmas games. Like I've got this random box or folder of games. Zoom out a little bit. So this is a Christmas Fable. This is a very small scale war game. There is written by our one of our good friends, Scott A. Woodard. A Christmas adventure for Savage Worlds for Flash Gordon from Pinnacle.
Interesting.
The writer of Jubilee from Big Finish.
Yes. The Great Krampus revamp. Snow Globe, where it's a micro RPG where you are trapped in a premium streaming channel holiday world.
Okay.
So I can just stay home.
Krampus says punching Nazis is a free action. That's what it was, right? More Savage wrote Snowball Alley, which is again another like a war game that you could play with those War at Christmas Village miniatures, and I might just at some point. So you can do all sorts of find all sorts of cool print and play stuff. I've got a drive of a bunch of them. These are just ones I happen to have printed out. Some that are much simpler than that are print and play of a variety of different ways. So that's another way you can do things. Another print and play option is this. So this is the Kringle Caper. This is an 18 card mystery. It's like an escape room in 18 cards.
Wait. I don't understand. Like, it's the way the escape rooms are designed now, or it's the creation of your own escape room?
No. It's an escape room as they are now, just less 3D.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to show you everything.
Like a choose your own adventure. That's what I was trying to figure out. Is it like a choose your own adventure, or is it more like an escape room?
Figuring out all sorts of different puzzles. To get to
the
end.
Okay.
So, warning: do not look at the fronts of any cards until instructed to do so. But I will quickly,
because I got a friend that loves escape rooms like crazy. That's why.
Yeah, and this. So this is how big it is.
Escape room in your pocket.
18 cards. Yeah, and this is the first of them. They are in the process of putting out a new Christmas one, which I will get hopefully for next year. Most holidays have been covered at this point. I've got a Groundhog's Day one that'll come out in February, I hope. Valentine's Day. I've done wedding ones. I did one of these live. I did a birthday one. There's a birthday one live last year on my channel where I had all my friends come over and just throw in ideas. And they do sell these in print and play. This is 18 cards. This is nothing. This is
you have a link to that, right? So that if people want to buy it or anything, because that actually sounds pretty good for like those room. Because like I said, I have friends that love escape rooms and everything, and that's a good Christmas gift for them.
Yeah, it really is. It's called the Grand Gamers Guild, and I think it's just grandgamersguild.com. I will quickly pop up their site and see. Yes, grandgamersguild.com. They do have other games that are not just their holiday hijinks. Create. Doop, bloop. So it's grandgamersguild.com. And yeah, you can get these and it's affordable. This they gave me as a thank you. When I actually did the review, I did the print and play one. And I hate print and plays. But because it's so few and so well laid out, you could totally do it. And it's one of the few products I will recommend as a print and play. Caveat, you must print it off in color. And you do want to assemble the cards the way they tell you to. Don't try and cheap out and put them in like card sleeves, like I did the first time.
I give a thumbs down.
I didn't want to tape them all together. Yeah, exactly.
So explain to certain people who don't know what print and play is and everything, because that's another thing too. Since everything's all digital now.
Yeah, you can buy a PDF copy of all of these contents, print it out, or send it to your local print shop to print out. You cut the cards out. In this case, you actually just fold them together, put tape around the outside. You'll end up with all of the cards done. You've got the instructions. You've got everything right there. You just don't have the, actual cards. You've got the paper versions that you printed out yourself or had printed. You can do this right now. You can go to grandgamersguild.com, buy this as we speak, and have it printed out and assembled theoretically before we go off the air. That's how fast it is.
People right now, I really do.
And there are, like I said, all sorts of different holidays covered by these guys, and they're really good. They are. You do need access to the internet to enter your answers, and it will tell you what to do next. It will also can give you hints if you want them. But then they do have a difficulty rating 1 to 3. I'm going to tell you the end of this one. You will, if you don't get it fairly quickly, you're going to kick yourself.
I'm looking at their holiday hijinks right now, and they have a bundle with the Christmas one, the Independence Day and Pumpkin one for $30. That's not bad.
Yeah, and that's that sounds like it's
that's $10 a game.
Yeah, and is that the physical one or is that the print and play?
The Kringle Caper discount bundle, 60 minutes per game view product. Let's see. This is add to cart, so it must be their completed one.
Probably.
One plus players, ages. Oh wow, 13 and up. That's not bad.
I've played this with 8-year-olds. I've had my 8-year-old nibblings actually solved one of these before all of the adults.
Okay, that's scary.
It was it's all in how you think.
Have an escape room in your pants.
Oh, I think my friend would love this. I got to send him the link. I don't know if he has this link. I wonder how it would work with me with my dyslexic brain. Oh, that would be interesting. Is it dyslexic friendly? Like, that's why I can't play Magic the Gathering, because it's not dyslexic friendly.
I don't know off the top of my head. It is not specifically spelled out that it is, but I cannot say that it is not.
Because that would be cool. Something I can actually play.
Because there's pictures, there's some word things, there's number things, all sorts of different puzzles. Especially if you're playing in a group, sometimes it's a matter of thinking outside the box or thinking in the box, right? So it's not necessarily specifically playable or specifically not.
It's how you think is going to make you win.
Exactly.
Gadget Roger says they're days like the news revived escape room of Shudi's 15th Doctor against the Daleks in London.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I sent that to my friend. He was supposed to be in the UK. I didn't know what it was. All I knew was a Dalek escape room, and I was like, I'm sending it and everything.
Yeah, I don't know when that closes. I hope that's still open when I'm over there in June. July?
I would love you to review that, Dave. That was like, yeah.
The blue box.
I do also want to, always hype up Holiday Flux. I love this game. This is a game that, again, similar to Munchkin, is chaotic, and not everybody likes that. At the beginning of the game, there is no way to win. The win conditions come out and change as the game is being played. The rules are in Flux, hence the name. But Holiday Flux is obviously the holiday version. They do have some not just Christian Christmas. They have there's a dreidel in here. There's I think there's even an Easter bunny in here. Like there's a bunch of different other stuff in here. And if you like the holiday version, there are tons of other versions, including Doctor Who Flux, which I've shown off several times. But like this was just what I had within reach of me earlier. Around the World Flux is one of their new ones. Wonderland Flux.
Ooh.
They've got an Olympus Flux, which pairs with their Olympic Lunacy, which is a totally different game. If you prefer board games, there is a Flux, the board game that they've re-released. So you there's about a half a dozen Star Trek Fluxes. There's a solo mode that you can play now, which I've played a few times on my channel. So yeah, Flux is another game that I absolutely adore. We're running past time. I could keep going for hours on this.
Yeah, you could.
I'll zoom in on my wall, and I can't zoom in on my wall because that's not the camera that zooms. So up here, I've got just the way I've laid it out. Some movie themed games. So there's a Nightmare Before Christmas. There's a Gremlins game.
Ooh,
these are fairly simple. These are from Funko Games, which has been recently bought out. There is Home Alone, a 2-player game. I think it's 2 or 3, but one player is playing Kevin, one's playing the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
There's Silent but Deadly Night, which I've never actually played. I got that at a yard sale. Santa Claus versus the Space Invaders, which is actually an expansion for a B-movie game. I've got if you're a music person, there's Vinyl, which is there's a few different versions of where you're making records. Holly Golly, which is a very family game. Holiday Fever, a little harder to get, as it is small press, but it's a good family game. It's closer to a roll and move than a lot of them, but still a lot of fun. That copy's sealed because I actually ended up the one I got from them originally had gotten some mold in it. They had a warehouse issue, and I got one. So they sent me a couple, and I actually gave one away. I gave one to my family, and I gave one out as a prize, and kept one.
Roger just posted. Okay.
The new Doctor Who Flux board games. What?
That's what I couldn't find that. I saw the Monopoly. I saw everyone kept sending me stuff.
I
didn't see that on there.
I have not heard anything about a new Doctor Who Flux.
Yeah, only thing
they were very, very, very much against
doing the Doctor Who Flux board
license
game
stuff anymore. I'm curious. There are definitely other.
Unless Disney's putting it out.
Maybe it's not there. Like it's Looney Labs. Like I said, I know the people that run Looney Labs, so I'm.
Yeah, Looney Labs, $21.95. They even have a Deep Space Nine Flux. They have the Yahtzee. They have the Angels Don't Blink. The one you just had, Holiday Flux. Wow, Holiday Flux is actually on Amazon.
Oh yeah.
And there's another Doctor Who. Wait, there's 2 of them? No, it's got to be the same one.
My Doctor Who Flux is buried behind all of this.
No, I don't see it. I see everything else that you've shown.
I don't know. Roger, feel free to send us a link or information on that because I'm
absolutely
curious.
Yeah, because we'll promote it.
Yeah, definitely. But some other stuff. So yeah, I've got that. There's Weird Little Elf is a cute little family weight, sort of a hidden role game, but a little bit more fun. And there's the Christmas version on one side and not Christmas on the other. It's fun. It's ridiculous. It's just cute, ridiculous party fun. Some more trick-taking games. You got Something Wild, which is a fairly popular game with a ton of different themes as well. A couple of different games called Secret Santa. One's a trick-taking game. One you'll have to wait and see because I haven't opened it yet. You name it, like Gudetama, the little. You can't see that because there's a microphone in the way.
There is an updated version of the Time of the Daleks board game. It's updated. They said there's one of those.
That doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
And then they've got
a great game. I
Nemesis. Ooh, I like the Katama one.
Yeah. So there's a not Christmas version of this as well. But yes, this is the little. If you don't know who Gudetama is, look it up. It's adorable, kind of ridiculous, but that's the point.
Oh, it's fun in Japan. My friend wanted to bring home the biggest pillow of him, but they wouldn't let it on the plane. It was too big.
I think the last one that I'm going to point out before I do, I'll do that other Advent opening in a second here, but this one I picked up last year. So again, I reviewed it last year. Ghosts of Christmas. This is a very strange, and kind of sometimes takes people a round or two to get in their head why it's the way it is. Trick-taking game. But you're not trying to take one trick. You're trying to take 3. And what you play may change. The trump, for example, might change mid-round. But you've got a Ghost of Christmas present, past, and future, and you're playing 3 different hands at the same time in this game. And it's Board Games Tables, which just changed their name to All Play, so it might be under either of those names. And it like I said, it takes a little bit to get through your head, but it is amazing.
Dave, was this what you were talking about on Magic: The Gathering Doctor Who? I just found this on Amazon.
No. That was legitimate. That was the real one. No. I was talking about a Christmas one.
Oh, okay.
A different company that runs Christmas things. The only other thing I'm going to show is Boop.
Put the pet alert! It's a cat. That's a cat. It's a cat.
This is the original version of Boop. There is a holiday version of Boop called Boop the Halls. Unfortunately, Canada Post is on strike.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is stuck at the border, unable to get through because they didn't realize, and it accidentally got sent via post rather than a FedEx.
So wait, the Canadian, that's what we want to find out. The Canadian mail, it's just the regular local mail that's not letting international from any of the states or anything in, or is it all over?
There's no postal delivery. They will only accept, like, they'll still accept bills and like stuff that has, is imperative that it gets through because they're not complete jerks.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't drop off Christmas cards. They won't take packages. You'd have to send them FedEx or UPS or, order through Amazon. But yeah, the actual Canada Post is, and I support the workers. Don't get me wrong. It sucks. I hate it, but I do support them. They deserve better.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard game. It's a hard gig. You try walking around delivering mail in all the weather. No.
100 degrees down. Yeah.
What, 2 months out from having minus 40? So
yeah, exactly.
That is cute.
It is an absolutely adorable and very thinky game. And the holiday version makes this flat go up 3D into sort of a tree. So if it shows up before
that makes
Christmas,
sense.
if it shows up before Christmas, I will 100% show it off here on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS and get a review out over on TheRatHole.ca. Yay! Carly loves Boop. Yeah, it's great. So I think what I'm going to do is I will do one more of these box openings. I'm just going to slide this over here. I'll pop that like that. Get back in my frame. But like I said, next year, my plan is to cut all of these live openings into shorts, the way I did at Halloween, because I did do an adventure calendar at Halloween as well. So if you're just joining us, this is from Black Oak Workshops. This is Adventure Calendar number 10, Winter Wonderland. It's an advent calendar. And I started it on American Thanksgiving so that it would be done a little bit early. I didn't want to be going live on Christmas Day and blah, 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 blah. But you pop it open, and you've got this wonderful Winterscape and all of these wonderful boxes. And so I'm going to, they're in stock right now. Doctor Who Flux by Looney Labs. Yeah, it's not new. I can't, it can't be. Maybe it is. That's interesting.
What a Sonic? I have to find that. That's interesting.
Yeah, please Send that my way. I'll take a look.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that off though for a moment. So yes, so we're going to open adventure calendar number 10, Winter Wonderland, day number 6, and we're going to pop this little door open. And we're going to look in here, and we are going to see
candy.
Better than candy. It is a D8, and I couldn't figure out what the D8s were when I did open the 10. It's a face.
Oh,
see, I had it look like this. The D10 is over here, and here's all your numbers, right? And it's upside down compared to the other numbers.
It looks like the Enterprise.
Yeah,
going the other way.
But it's a bear.
Oh, look at the faces.
The D8 polar bear for day number 6, and tune in to my channel tomorrow for day number 7. See how fun that was? I've been doing a lot of those from the set of Miss Bennet, Christmas at Pemberley. It is a Jane Austen themed Christmas play at Central Alberta Theatre that I did the lighting design for.
I know the woman who did the set design.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, Hannah's did a wonderful job. They've all have. It's a great show. Carly is from here in Red Deer. She's taken some great pictures of the entire cast, and so she's seen the show and of the show. So it's absolutely fabulous. If you are in Central Alberta, make sure you go see it. If you're up in Edmonton, you could take a trip down. Just saying.
We'll see.
You could also go to the Apocalypse Cow Christmas Cabaret. That's a good one. You'd enjoy that. A geeky a cappella group. Their yearly charity event. That being said, Roger, please throw the link up somewhere, anywhere.
Yeah, I see only an expansion pack for 13.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's possibly that it is still the old one, and the Sonic Screwdriver might just be a promo card that was included or something.
Yeah.
I am unaware of them coming out with a new version of everything. They have very explicitly said they don't want to do any more licensed IPs for the time being, which is why they've also got a Winnie the Pooh flux that just came out. There's the Alice in Wonderland flux that just came out. They've got camping.
Well, I sent you guys about Joy to the Worlds, that picture. I don't know if you guys saw it. It does say S on it.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they're holding back because of Disney, and that's why they're not going to add anything yet.
No idea. Like I said, in the case of Looney Labs, it's that company has just decided not to. But who knows about other stuff? So yeah, that's some holiday games.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my favorite episodes of the Traveling TARDIS. I love it. I do love how Faith managed to perfectly frame us, minus the
yeah. I love that.
I know that was not actually intentional. I'm fairly certain it was not actually intentional, but it was just like that's almost dead perfect, and I love it.
Like the candy cane thing. Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah. So thank you, Faith, for the wonderful words have started to escape me now.
Well, since we're wrapping up with the show down there, Roger reminded us that we'll be at MegaCon in 2025, and he says has 7 Doctor Who actors from Matt Smith to Jenna Coleman. It's going to be amazing this year. So all you have to do is look up MegaCon Orlando for more information about that. But we will be there with it. I think it's the first weekend from Thursday to Sunday in February this coming year, and we will be there
because
with
PentaCon is the following weekend.
Oh, she's bringing the baby?
Valentine's Day.
So she's bringing the baby, or somebody's watching the baby?
I think she's popped it. I could not tell you. I don't know now.
No, I mean when she goes to the convention, is she bringing the baby, or she's just gonna have someone watch it while she's at the convention?
She's probably gonna have somebody watch it.
We'll go when she gets there.
Yeah. Fellowship of the Fandoms, that's going to be taking place the 21st of December this month. Make sure it is free admission. You don't need to purchase anything. Just come and show up, cosplay, and we'll get a lot of pictures with the Traveling TARDIS. Also, surprise, surprise, more information as it's coming along. But we're going to let you know about the first performance of Noise Complaint, the tap dancing theater, total geekdom. And they're going to have a special performance with us. I have no idea what they're going to come up with, but it will be Doctor Who themed. That will be taking place December the 17th. So in 2 weeks from now. Next week, we are going to be possibly reviewing a Big Finish episode. We have not decided which one yet. We're thinking about doing one of the Christmas ones. Something like either what was it? Relative Dimensions or The Santa Claus, spelled CLAWS with the Sixth Doctor. We'll let you know as we get closer to the time. But Noise Complaint, and then of course the following week is going to be Christmas. We should be reviewing Joy to the World as well as doing a watch party, and haven't decided what we're going to do New Year's, if we might take a break or we might just do something a little special, a little rerun of something. But don't forget Noise Complaint on the 17th. So there is your calendar of Doctor Who events. Dave, what you got there?
I figure we do one more real quick.
One more, just for play.
Since everyone else got to pick Gadget, Christmas carols, holiday traditions, Christmas entertainment, North Pole.
Christmas entertainment.
Christmas entertainment. What does Frosty the Snowman say when he comes to life?
Bite me.
Happy birthday.
He got it.
Correct. And just to split the difference on holidays in the North Pole category, can wild turkeys fly?
Yes. Yes, I swear to God, I thought wild
God
turkeys
is my
could
witness.
fly. As God is my witness. Thank you, David. I thought
yes,
turkeys could fly.
Wild turkeys can. Domestic turkeys only fly if you throw them out of a helicopter. Thank you, WKRP.
Oh, the humanity.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
run to the malls.
And on that note, that's how we're going to end the episode. David, where can people find you, my friend?
crossingthethemes.wordpress.com. It's a fairly sweary blog. I've got a new post I got to put up soon. And otherwise, lurking in the shadows. That's what it is.
That is so true about him. What is the new blog? I have to ask. Hold on. No. What's the upcoming blog post?
It's an analysis of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, dear.
That's what I was afraid of. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Moving on.
Gadget, where can people find you? Besides,
everywhere. Turn a penny over, you'll find me and everything. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and everything. Amazon, because of my books and everything. And hopefully this holiday season, like I said, with everything going on, I had to put some things on hiatus. If you catch me at a convention, you got lucky, because it's this time of year is not good for certain things and stuff. And I'm trying to make sure to make it a good one, because we do have to look in on people. We do have to take care of people, and we have to be kind. Like Dave just said, we have to be kind, because we don't know what's going on. Everybody's got something that's going on. And yes, we want to celebrate with people, but sometimes some people can't celebrate. And that's when we got to definitely look in on them and everything and make sure they're okay.
Oh, sorry. Have you been on the show before? BBC needs to buy back Doctor Who. Yeah, well, we could. That's a whole episode.
That's a whole other episode.
Yeah, that's a whole other episode. We don't want to get it started tonight, but yeah, we'll might talk about that there. Dave, of course, where can people find you, my friend?
So you can find me at TheRatHole.ca. Specifically, this time of year, it is TheRatHole.ca/Christmas. Again, we are revamping the website, so that's a little bit funky, but that's got all of my previous Christmas game reviews, all the stuff behind me. On YouTube, youtube.com/TheRatHole DOTCA. I would love to get at least 2 more subscribers to get me to 250.
Oh yeah.
But ultimately, I would love to see. I'd love to have 300 before the end of the year. That's not going to happen. But if Santa willing, I'd love to have 300 followers by the end of the year. So if you are not a subscriber, I don't even care if you push the bell. Just
positive thinking, positive thoughts, positive everything. No negative.
Right? Yes. All the positive. But yes, give me a follow wherever you find me. It's either TheRatHole.ca or TheRatHole.ca.
It's a good channel.
Well, folks, as always, don't forget to say goodnight, Rose. Dave, in just a few moments, take us out. We have a special message for everybody. But thank you for joining us next week again. We'll have another episode as well as Noika's Complaint in 2 weeks from now. So everybody, please stay safe out there. We'll be we want you to take care of yourselves, but I'll get to the special announcement in just a second out there. But from all of us here at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, please stay safe. Happy holidays. And we will see you next week. And don't forget, go on to Facebook and the YouTube channel to see the 25 Days of Humus. We understand that this can be a very stressful time of year. And sometimes you just need somebody to reach out, to talk to vent, to just let things out there. Please, if you have to, please go to a neighbor, go to a friend, go to a significant other, go to a relative, whoever you have to. But for some reason you are unable to find somebody, let me recommend these folks out here. In the USA and Canada, you can text and call our friends at 988. And in the UK, you can go to Samaritans.org or go to 116123. Again, that's for the US and our Canadian friends. Text or type in 24 hours a day, and this is a free service, 988 in your phone. Or for our friends in the UK, Samaritans.org or 116123. And if you're anywhere around the world, please find some help. Find someone who can talk to you, please, because you are worth it. You are worth fighting for. And we want you to continue to be here every week to become part of the legend. Everybody, good night, Rose.
Night, Rose.
Tony, take us out.